So I've finally listened to The Accidental Racist, which is all the talk right now. People are getting all up in a stink about it. And it's not a good song. I mean, it's not especially good musically, and then lyrically it's quite weak. It's kind of lazy writing, and LL Cool J's rap is really disappointing. Um, However, I don't believe that it really deserves all of the vitriolic response that's received. Uh, I think there's actually something quite nice about it, like the intent. Unfortunately, just like in our normal like political discourse and stuff, people are kind of losing the forest for the trees. They're getting hung up on details um, and adding a whole bunch of context to details that distract from what those details are meant to play into, which is the broader message of the song. Which I believe is pretty simple, really. It's just this idea that we really need to um, stop getting so hung up on a past that we have no control over and the implications of that past, and try to look more at the present. I think LL Cool J's line, "If you look past my do-rag, I'll look past your red flag," really sums up the core of what the song is meant to be about. That if you stop looking at the externalities and clothing choices and things like that, and assigning a bunch of values to those clothing choices, and instead look at the person, you find out people are really freaking cool, and the people are not what you think it is. I mean, it's the classic, judge a book by its cover kind of thing. Um, and I think we've all been in that place. I'm not a Southern man. I'm not a black man, obviously, too. And I've been in that situation, like where you see a guy uh, whose clothing style is very hip hop, maybe a bit towards the gangsta side, and you're like, we got a thug here or what? And then you hang out with the dude, and you find out that he's like totally scholarly or something. And he loves Harry Potter. I don't know, like Harry Potter. Jeez. Anyway, like he's academic and like endlessly creative, or I don't know, like just not what you might have expected. And the same thing goes with some of the yeehaw boys. You see these guys with cowboy hats and Dukes of Hazzard T-shirts and big heavy Southern drawl and real proud of the South. And first instinct is, oh yeehaw, we got some hillbillies on our hands. And then you find out, like, yeah, like they're also academics and just not what you would have expected. And living abroad, I see this kind of often, like people like that in the same room, stripped of all the baggage and context of the States. And they end up becoming really close friends without changing the way they look at all. I've seen it happen. It's really freaking cool. So I mean, that's really all they're trying to say. It's a pretty simple message, I think, and it's a nice one. It'd be nice if they would have spent more time making a better song to do the same thing. But yeah, it's a really nice feeling and something that I can certainly identify with. So that's my take.